I can't spin this shit. It's okay.
Man, that's a hologram. You just sent us an optical illusion. Everybody been doing okay? Y'all been doing okay?
Yeah. Life is good. Tired. Hungry. Let my brother borrow my car. Now I'm stranded.
You probably shouldn't have did that. He destroys cars, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Oh, well, you destroy cars too.
I do not destroy cars. I hit them.
Is that different? Is there a difference?
Yeah, that's destruction of a vehicle, LJ.
Huh? When I hit a car, them shits can still drive. He hits a car, them shits won't drive no more.
That's a very interesting standard to be held to. Very, very interesting standard.
Yeah, let that nigga borrow my car.
Did he break it?
No, not yet.
You know, it's funny. I was driving near your brother the other day.
You sure that was my brother?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay, it was Adam, not my dad. He's been driving. My dad's been driving my brother's
your
car.
dad's like 50 and bald though. Like, okay. I know the difference.
Okay.
What does him being? Oh, word. Okay.
I was not bald.
Man, you don't know. You ain't seen him in a while. Maybe he bald now.
I saw him in the. Okay.
But I mean, before that, you ain't seen him. Maybe he bald now.
It was like a week ago.
Yeah, I had
get bald in a week.
I had more facial hair a week ago.
Maybe he caught cancer between now and then, or something like that. Oh wait, but then he would have had to get chemo.
Your story
Maybe he
got
got cancer and had chemo and lost his hair.
Your story never?
Oh no! I'll tell y'all off there.
Whatever. So yeah, what's good with y'all?
I'm a model now.
I saw that.
Oh word! I got published in Vogue.
Wait, saw what?
Cole's a model now.
I got published in Vogue.
Seriously?
That ass.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought that was something different. But okay. Tell us about that.
So, you about to get to the bread?
Hopefully. I mean, I'm not going to get no bread right now, but if I keep doing it, maybe I'll get to the bread.
You hear that, LJ? We don't work no more, boy. We don't work
what
no
you talking
more,
about?
boy.
I don't even know you guys. I don't even know those guys.
The career cycle for a male model.
Are those white photographers? Oh, I don't know those guys.
Those only last about. Actually, that's women. Yeah, you can be
oh shit! What just happened? Oh man, what happened? Did I just get booted?
No, you're still here.
I mean, I feel like if they was talking, I'd be able to hear him. Oh wait, they moved.
I hope he said something.
Nah, something's going on.
I hope he said something.
Wait, there it goes. You just made a noise. What just happened? I know my Wi-Fi is good.
Something like self-incriminating or something.
Can he dad's not hear us?
I don't know. I really hope he does say something stupid though.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know. We could have heard you. We heard you, but
really?
You couldn't hear it. Like we want you to say something cancelable.
Yeah, I wanted you to say something horrible that was going to get you like canceled forever.
Did this model thing come from that Josh picture I kept seeing?
Yeah. That's the one that got published. And I just did a shoot like last week.
That's super fire, bro.
Yeah, shout out to 2020 and the corona, you know what I'm saying? Putting these niggas in front of their phones.
Yeah. Too bad you're not a girl, you can make real money.
No cap.
That's not cool.
I could just take a selfie and make 6 racks if I was a girl.
Apparently today, this girl came back from out of nowhere. She's some kind of Twitch streamer, and like she came back making an OnlyFans, charging $35.
It died again. Yo, what the fuck is this? Come on, son. What's good? I guess I'm gonna just sit here and wait.
His phone wants to be a toaster.
Yeah. Ass. Let me check this shit. Definitely on the right network. My shit good. All the bars. Let me check my data.
Come on, son. Why is that his name? Kick bro. Kick him, bro.
Yeah, maybe people won't. I don't usually post the videos on this, so nobody knows except you.
I'm saying, why is that his name, bro?
What is
Big
this?
cock. But like you had to say it like what's his face? It's a guy. It's a guy from Game of Thrones.
Tyrion.
Tyrion. You had to say it like Tyrion.
Better smoke.
Oh man, Cole, you really does. Did you hear? Oh, Niners. Evo just broke his foot. Evo Samuel.
Who?
Evo Samuel.
The wide receiver from the 49ers?
Yep.
What are people doing, bro?
Yeah, your guy.
Yeah, Brady Graham like tore his Achilles or something. Like, what are you doing?
And they just got rid of their only other receiver, giving him the yellow.
Oh, he's good one.
I think he just gave up. What were we talking about before? I was talking about the girl with the OnlyFans and how she already made $100,000 and she just came back last night.
We weren't talking about that, but what is going on with that? What's that about?
What you call it? This girl basically just she, like I said, she was some Twitch streamer and like she went away for some reason. Cope just texted.
Yeah, you said you got to update it.
She had to. She went away for some reason. Like I don't know, maybe she was bored or something. I don't know. And then she just came back last night with an OnlyFans account. Made at $35 a month. 4,000 people subscribed. Like apparently, bro, she got juice. She has juice, and like niggas did not waste time, and she made $100,000 just off subscriptions. I wish I was on it.
Yeah, bro. When I say I don't even want to talk about OnlyFans or anything involving it anymore, I don't care.
I brought it up on the last 4 podcasts. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, me too. Like I don't care how you make their money anymore. They got it made, bro. And if you would do it, you're stupid enough to buy it, fire.
Let him in.
Cove said let him in.
Connect the audio.
Okay, I'm alive. I returned, bro. I'm resurrected, bro.
All right. We're not restarting. I'm gonna just try to clean that up in editing.
Cool. When'd you get your hair done like that?
Can y'all see me moving in the camera? Because like on my screen, it's just stuck me.
Oh yeah, I see you moving. I hear you talking. Sounds like you having the same problem I was about to have. I was having.
I hope I'm not gonna get necked. If I go to a screen where it's just one of y'all, everything is fine. So right now I'm just looking at Cove. But what did you ask me? When did I get my hair done like that?
What did you do with your hair? Like when did you do that?
Like 3-4 days ago.
That's braids or you locked in?
It's braids.
Word.
But I haven't been able to get my hair shaped up or nothing, so it looked like this was done like 3 weeks ago. But I just full on like showered with my hair like not protected or covered or anything like that because I'm getting it retwisted today or rebraided. It was hot as hell out here.
I was telling Jeff Warren that there was this girl who started an OnlyFans and at $35 a clip, and she already made $100,000. So that's
that girl I was trying to get you to fuck got 100 racks off that.
Word.
Would have had your PS5 set.
Exactly.
You know.
Precisely. You could have had like 3 or 4 of them.
Could have got them for the homies.
You don't care about his boys, man.
All of us. I hate you.
Cole, you gonna waste your money with that?
You said what?
You gonna waste your money getting a PS5?
No. I barely played it before. Rachel probably gonna buy it though. So then I just have one for free.
I wish I had your problems.
I don't know if she gonna want to buy it when she hear how much that shit costs.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be at least $700.
They trying to charge like $700. I done heard $800.
I told Rash, I'm not spending a dime over $750, bro.
I don't know, bro. My phone was $800.
That's what I was saying. They selling iPhones for like a rack, bro. You think they ain't gonna sell this for at least $7?
Y'all niggas pay for y'all phones? Up front? My bad. Excuse me. Up front?
So LJ just smashing and looting, huh?
Oh, they froze again. Look at this shit. They hear me. I can't hear. Oh wait. Y'all just move for a second.
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Maybe it'll come back.
Do you see us?
He's laughing. That's a
Do you
laugh.
see us?
Shit probably mad lag too.
You know what's crazy, LJ? I bet if I disrespect
Damn,
him,
his ass.
I
Look
bet
at this
if I
nigga.
disrespect him, he'll hear it.
Go for it.
Cove, you a bitch and a half with your bitch ass, bitch.
This, bro. Oh, look,
You a
he's
bitch,
back.
Cove.
No, wait, no, he's not.
Did he hear me?
I'll screenshot this too.
I don't know if you heard. I don't know if you
It's
heard.
hilarious.
He definitely came back. Summoned him back.
Niggas ain't moving. Niggas ain't that. Yep. Yep. Nah, I don't even see this nigga. I don't see shit. Man.
You can hear him.
I'm muted? Why am I muted? I'm not muted.
No, you're not.
What is this video?
It's because of the name he chose. That's why he's getting treated like this.
I hope it is.
That's why. It's a censorship law. They don't like what he did.
So to try to salvage his time, me and my dad, I got into a bet with my dad. He left again. I got into a bet with my dad that I could lose at the time 20 pounds by August 31st.
And?
Yo, we bet $100.
And how is it going for you? When did this bet? When was it originated?
What's day? Thursday? Tuesday?
Tuesday? How's it going so far?
Huh?
How's it going so far?
Fine, now that but
I couldn't hear you.
I said it's working fine now because I'm stranded at home. But technically I kind of cheated. Before my last weigh-in, I ate a big ass breakfast and I already done pooped that out like 12 times.
He said he's tapping out.
And we wanted to try it with the both of us.
Yeah, well, let's shoot, bro.
You know, it's totally him with technical difficulties, right? Whatever.
He's a model, bro. Don't talk about him like that.
Yeah, he's dumb. That's rude. But
Love that guy.
What are we talking about? I have a short. Oh, my dad's bet. I hadn't had eaten a big breakfast before my last weigh-in, so like now I'm like 5 pounds less than what I was then. So I'm for sure I can hit that target by August, to be honest. So
that's fire. Rob your. He called. Oh no, that's AJ. When you see that text message, don't. Yeah, that was harsh. That was rough.
We put 4. Okay.
He wilded out. He wilded out.
All right, but yeah. Long story short, me and my dad did that bet. I think I have a good chance of winning, but I don't know. Shit's hard.
You should have told your mom get in on the bet too. Took money from both of your parents.
Speaking of my mom, she said, she had the nerve to say to me the other day.
What?
So me and my mom started doing this. She's doing this exercise thing where she wants to try walking every day, and
right.
So we go to Sunshine every day, and we walk. Just me and my mom's cute little bonding thing. And then she hit me with who I was talking. She was like, I forgot who I was talking to the other day, but somehow it just got brought up. How I don't think you're going to marry a black woman.
How what?
She doesn't think I'm marrying a black woman.
That is hot, bro. That's the hottest thing I heard all day. Go ahead and tell me about how this queen was speaking the truth. Go ahead.
Wow.
Go ahead, bro. Tell me about how this queen known as your mother was speaking her black truth. Go ahead, bro.
Bro, no.
What was your response?
I was upset. I'm like,
why?
First of all, I wasn't upset that she was telling me that. I was more upset that she was talking to someone about this. I think she turned out to be like my aunt or one of my aunts or something who I'm super close with anyway, so I wouldn't care. Unless she let her say that to like her work friends. So I'm like, well, why would you say that? Like I was like, I felt like defeated. Like why would you be out here?
I felt defeated. But all right, but LJ, let me ask you a question though.
Oh shit.
Did she lie?
Huh?
Did she lie?
I don't know.
LJ, did she
I'm not
lie?
about to get married. I'm not with nobody who's not black.
All right, guy.
That shit hurt, bro.
Tell your mom I'm a fan now.
You're not.
Tell your mother I appreciate her speaking her truth.
All right, bro. Shut up. Let's start getting these topics. God damn it. How you feel about defunding the police, bro?
I don't know, bro. Like, what does it actually mean to defund the police? Like you,
Thank God that you asked that question.
because to defund the police, huh?
What do you think it means?
It sounds like you stop paying basically for the officers' salaries, and basically you kind of just in turn by removing the money, you kind of in turn just disable or get rid of the entire police force.
Okay. All right. So basically, that's what at first everybody's thinking. At very first, people are thinking defunding the police means no more police. That's not necessarily what that means for the people who started this. What they're trying to do is.
And real quick, just to like kind of add on to what I was just saying, real quick, I was listening to what's his name, Donald Trump. I heard something about him talking about it yesterday, and it kind of fed into my understanding of what it was, because he was like, we all know without police there's chaos, and with chaos there's anarchy or something like that. But the way he was expressing it made it sound like get rid of the police. So that's another reason why I kind of had the initial thought of why I thought it was what it was.
Technically, like you're not right, but like that's a fair thing to say, because like I want to say a third of the people who I see on Twitter and stuff and like podcasts and stuff, that's the first thing they're saying. That means no more police force. What I understand it to be from like through research and whatnot, it's basically looking like it's going to be like taking the money that people use to fund police, not necessarily all of it, but like taking some stuff off the top and putting it in places where it's not necessarily for police. So like, let's say the guy who got shot the other day at the Wendy's, and they had to burn down the Wendy's. Technically, what they were going to do was, instead of sending the armed police over there, they would send like drunk services over there, so then nobody's going to be armed to take care of that. Like defunding would be like New York City police. Their budget is $6 billion.
$6 billion.
That's what it'd be. So that would, instead of making that, let's say they take away $2 billion of that. Now their budget's $4 billion, and now they could spread those funds out, and like instead of they could put that money towards homes. So most of the reason why police are called in New York is like, let's say homeless people are just invading property or whatever. Now you could build a home or shelter for homeless people, or put money into communities that are messed up. So now they don't have to be there in huge presence. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
So it's not necessarily shut the police down. It's allocating the money that is there and just pushing it around into other places where you don't have to call. Like, remember the other day when I had a raccoon in my house? I called the cops. Now, I called the cops. Armed cops showed up at my door. Now, I'm not shot or anything, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Why are armed cops showing up at my house for a raccoon? You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. So here's my question, though. You said, I believe. So is this what you know it is for a fact, or is this what you interpreted it as?
That's what I interpret it as. That's what that's why I interpret it as, per the podcast news, tweets, and all this stuff is. That's all the stuff that download and put all together into one place. That's what it's supposed to be. I mean, that's the best case scenario for the defunding the police movement.
Interesting. To be honest, man, I'm not going to say I'm tired of hearing about it, because it's something that needs to be talked about, and it needs to be acted upon. And I feel like to some degree what's happening right now definitely needs to be happening. But I'm just tired of like I'm tired of turning the TV on and like going on my phone and everything I see is just something horrible. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like you have no option but to be engulfed in everything that's happening right now, no matter where you're at. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just like, it's a lot going on. Like, it's just a lot going on in the world right now.
I didn't want to get too far into that, which is why I planned to start with it. But my next, if you were done with that, my next so-called topic is also like trust me, with my topics, we're going to go down and shit's gonna get positive towards the end.
Okay.
Next one, yo, why the fuck does Chick-fil-A keep doing shit, bro?
What did they do?
Bro, they donate more money to anti-gay things again, and then they told their workers to stop wearing Black Lives Matter stuff to work and stuff. Like, bro, like,
For
you
real,
know
bro?
You know how much that hurts, bro.
For real.
Yes, and I think they're not allowed to post shit too. Yeah, bro.
Oh, word. That's over then. That's over. That hurts because Chick-fil-A is bomb diggity, but that's over, bro. I can't go for that at all. I don't care how good it is. I can't go for that. They just out here hating on everybody for what? Like, that's... And bro, no funny time. I was talking about it the other day, like with the whole gay thing. Like, they keep donating to anti-gay stuff. Why are people so mad about that?
Bro, me and my mom was just having this conversation the other day because God, I hope she never sees this. My aunt, she's a how do I say this and confuse you and not confuse you at the same time? My aunt, she's a Trump supporter.
Okay.
She's also white. She's married into the family job. She's from Canada. I'm Canadian. My mom's Canadian. And
She's a Trump. Does she live here?
No, that's bro. That's my biggest thing with her, bro. She's a Trump supporter, bro. And whatchamacallit? My mom rationalized it as she thinks that Trump is going to make America Christian again, like, because Trump is anti-abortion, he's anti-gay. And I'm just saying here, like, bro, I don't care.
I'll never understand it, bro. I'll never understand. Like, I don't know, man. Like, people, I was talking to Shaq, as a matter of fact. I don't even remember how it came up. We was talking about, like, gay marriage and how people be so concerned with a marriage that they have nothing to do with. You have nothing to do with it. Like, why is there an anti-gay thing? Like, why is that a thing?
Like, the way I understand the Chick-fil-A donating stuff is,
why is that
anti-gay? It's just super Christian, so that the Christian thing is anti-gay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
correct me if I'm wrong. But is it not a rule or a law in the Christian faith that you are not to pass judgment on people? You don't have the standing to do that?
Yes, you're right. Okay, gotcha.
So it's like, what? Like, I don't understand that, bro.
Love thy neighbor.
It's just because it don't got nothing to do with you. That's the part that confuses me. Like, it don't have nothing to do with you.
Nothing about abortion,
huh?
I will say nothing about abortion. Why are people so upset, bro? Which people are trying to say that abortion's just, people are trying to stop abortion because basically only white people can afford it, and they're trying to make it so that they're no longer a minority, which is the thing. You know how, like, they're saying that white people are slowly becoming a minority?
Yeah. Because
they're the only people who can afford abortion. Like, now they're making sure white babies are born. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way they're trying to stop themselves from becoming a minority,
White people are the only people that can afford abortions? Really? That's the reason?
Not. Most of the people, obviously, most people who have abortions in this country, I don't know if I said that right, but most of the people who have abortions in this country are skewed way white. Like from what I've seen in my personal life, people who shouldn't be parents are probably who should have had that abortion or not, or whatever. They usually end up having that baby. They usually end up having
People's gripe with abortion be like you're taking a life, right?
Yeah.
How come them same people don't be like all up in the camera when it's like just somebody randomly getting killed somewhere? Like,
I don't know, bro.
is a life less valuable when it's older?
Like, bro, watch the what you call it? I was like my stance on abortion, gay marriage, anything that the Bible says I shouldn't do, I'm not doing it. I'm good.
And that's cool, bro. That's cool, but you're also not bothered. Like, you leaving other people the fuck alone. That's what.
That has nothing to do with me. I am not pressed. I do not care. If you want to do that, me personally, I am pro-choice just off the fact that I'm not doing it. That's cool. If you want to do it, I'm not doing it. Go ahead. Not everybody's Christian.
That's fair. I'm tired of hearing about this type of shit too, though.
Hey, we'll move on. NASCAR flag.
The what?
NASCAR flag. How do you feel about that?
Oh, NASCAR removing the Confederate flag? I'll just say that that's fire because I would have never expected it.
I think it's going to slowly creep its way back. I think it's going to slowly creep its way back.
That's bad.
Like, what you call it? I was listening to a podcast and it was basically saying that eventually football players taking a knee is going to lose its luster. Like,
it's going to what?
They're going, basically football players taking a knee is going to lose its luster. So eventually, like, they're just going to be taking knees and then we're just going to stop caring. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, bro.
I feel like the white people that's mad that black players and anybody supporting black people is taking the knee are always going to be mad at that. I feel like I don't feel like that's ever going to lose its luster because, as you know, people have taken the actual narrative behind it and ran with it in a totally different direction. So the day where people stop, quote unquote, caring about their flag is I don't see that happening, bro.
What I think is going to happen, like they're going to kneel until, like, let's say racial justice is equal. I mean, racial justice is like equal, or their thing is solved. That's going to take about, best case scenario, let's just say 10 years. They're kneeling for 10 years. 3 years from now, they're just going to stop showing it on TV. It's not going to be that big of a deal. The only people who see it are going to be the people who go. Those are pretty much the same people. That's the way I see both the Confederate flag thing going and the kneeling thing going. Eventually, I feel that both of those rules are going to lose its luster. Eventually, they will both be back.
I mean, those are good points. I can't really argue with the points, but I don't know, man. I don't see it going that way. I just don't see it fading out.
Okay.
If the Confederate flag does manage to creep its way back into NASCAR, that's nuts. That's kind of funny though.
But you heard about that guy who's retiring?
Has no career wins.
Yeah.
Somebody said they say he worried about the wrong race.
Yo, you got fired.
Somebody had broken that. It was like, bro, for how long has he been racing? 3-4 years?
Yeah.
It was like, so for 3 years, you just been driving around in circles aimlessly. That's been your whole career, is driving in a circle with no, like, come on, bro, you folded. All
right. Did you hear about what Trump was doing tomorrow?
No. What is he doing?
Bro. Sometimes, bro, you just gotta respect this man, bro. You know what tomorrow is, right?
Oh, he's doing the thing in Toledo on Juneteenth or whatever.
It's Juneteenth. I got myself a dashiki, as I told you. It's Juneteenth tomorrow, and Trump has his rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where they burnt down Black Wall Street.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, that shit's crazy, man. The balls on that man. They ended up canceling it, but still, the fact that he scheduled that.
Bro, he doesn't get it. It was like spit in the face, bro. It was like spit in the face of the black community.
Bro, it's a little respect. One more. Actually, no, fuck that. Dave Chappelle, bro. How you feel, bro?
The GOAT. The GOAT, bro. That shit was fire, bro. And it was crazy because he really didn't do no comedy. It wasn't really nothing to laugh about. But he still, he still made you. Huh?
Except Candace Owens.
Yeah, that shit was funny. He said she's a cunt. Nah, but like I felt it, bro. Everything that he was angry about, I felt it. And he said something. He had a gym in there too that I kind of wanted to like carry into life just in general. He said he was talking about George Zimmerman. He was like, I hate that guy, and I felt that because I feel like as a person that's just a shit human. Like he signed Skittle bags, bro. That's a terrible man. But Dave Chappelle was like, I hate him as an idea. I don't hate him as a person. I've never met him, but I'm sure I would. But I just thought that was cool that he could, like, he talked about basically separating what you hear about somebody versus what you know about somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? To just
So you can't judge a person unless you actually meet them and get to know them. But because people have things around them, you cannot like the idea of the person. There was this one guy. I went on mentor tree a few years back. There was this one guy I knew I went like, because he was a bro. Everything I hear about this guy, everything I see about this guy, he is a textbook light skin. And during, like, you know what I mean, like, he look like he takes pictures with squid eyes and stuff. And like, yep, there you go. And then like, whatchamacallit, he's always fucking with some girls I can't get. And like, I didn't like the guy at first. Throughout the weekend, we're sitting here having like arguments about Naruto and shit. Just talking about anime and just talking about basically who he is as a man, who I am as a man, how we like stand together and stuff and like that. And at the end of that weekend, it was 2 days I was hanging out with this guy. I love that guy. That was my boy. Haven't talked to him much since, but still,
that's the homie though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real spill, bro. Like, it's why when he said it, I felt it. Like, I feel like that's something that more people should try to do. People, and that kind of ties into something that I wanted to talk about a little bit, but I'm gonna let you finish with your topic or whatever you were saying about it.
No, it's just the Dave Chappelle comedy special, which wasn't. Let's just call it a special. Dave Chappelle special was this. I was watching that. I was upset and excited at the same time. Like, I don't know how to describe. I was watching it. And I was like, bro, I'm ready to do something. Like, you remember
made you feel passionate about it.
Huh?
Made you feel passionate about it.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm really upset, and I'm like, and then he was saying, bro, when he said this, bro, I felt immediately like shit. He said, who the fuck cares what Ja Rule gotta say at a time like this? I was like, oh my God, he is the GOAT, bro. It was like,
he did bring that back.
Bro, when he said that, I was like, yo, I do we care what celebrities have to say, bro. I was like, yo. And then like all that shit, bro, I was just like, yo, he is the GOAT. The world stops every time this guy does anything. And I'm just glad he's getting his flowers now while he's alive. He's the only person I can think of who gets his flowers now. And God forbid the day he dies. Bro, that's gonna hurt like Kobe, bro. That's going to hurt like Kobe. I'll say that.
I feel that, bro. The day Dave Chappelle died, that shit is gonna be heartbreaking.
It might
it
might hurt more than Kobe.
I wanted to tell you, you was like, he's one of the only people you can think of that gets his roses when he's alive. And you said that the other day, and I thought about it. Jay-Z gets his roses. Huh?
Today's a 2-year anniversary. X died. You know.
Say that one more time.
Today is the 2-year anniversary. X Takashi died.
Oh, it's June 18th? It is June 18th.
Yeah, okay, bro.
That was my boy, man. That was my nigga.
You were saying?
Damn, I done totally... Bro, the last time I looked at a calendar, it was June 15th. I feel like I looked at a calendar yesterday. But, what was I talking about?
I'm going to start a new meeting. Just say what you're going to say. I'm going to start a new meeting.
About what, though? About what, though?
Before I cut you off the X thing. Dave Chappelle.
I don't remember. Oh, no, I was just saying... Well, I don't remember. What the fuck.
Oh, flowers. Dave Chappelle's only.
Jay-Z gets his flowers right now.
Yes, he does. Well, technically, not right now. Bro, people are still mad about that NFL shit.
I don't know. I feel like I didn't know enough about that to have a say in that. Like they were saying that Jay-Z was trying to use it for personal gain or something. I didn't know what was happening really.
If it wasn't for Jay-Z, I am pretty sure the NFL wouldn't say anything right now. If it wasn't for Jay-Z, I don't know. I think there would be, because the NFL is pledged to put, I think they said $1 billion into low or just good black places in the next 10 years, and that's like, bro, that's. Okay, we're back. Fun fact, I don't know if you listened to the last episode yet, but I put an explosion sound in between these things. So I think with me saying I think Jay-Z still whatever, and then just boom, and then we're back to this, that would be dope. But I still love Jay-Z. Dave Chappelle. I don't love Jay-Z as much as I love Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's like comedy is like I love stand-up comedy. I'm actually watching stand-up comedy now. It's on my TV now, but yeah, I love stand-up comedy. Dave Chappelle was the first one I ever saw. Chappelle Show was great, and I love Dave Chappelle. That's my guy.
I feel that. I'm not mad at that at all. That man is definitely a different breed.
All right.
So, real quick before I go into another topic, did we talk about cancel culture last week?
Nope, go for it, bro.
Okay. So, like I said, as much as I've been trying to avoid all this shit and just not hear about none of it, cancel culture is another one of them things that just keeps resurfacing right now, and they're trying to cancel every fucking body. Like, they was trying to cancel, what's the old girl name? B. Simone. They're trying to cancel J. Cole right now. Huh?
Fuck B. Simone.
Why is it for B. Simone, bro?
Bro, is she fucking me? No, because I'm not CEO, bro. Fuck her.
But that ties back into why do you care? Like, don't nobody give a fucking B. Simone no fuck.
Bro, who is she, bro? Who is she? She's not even that bad to deserve a CEO. But all right, bro. Finish your point, bro.
Bro, all right. So look, right. First,
I don't think she should be canceled and lose her livelihood. No, go ahead.
Thank you. Like B. Simone kind of bad, but yeah. But I'm saying though, like people are upset with her because she says she doesn't want a man with a 9-to-5. I don't feel like she was. I feel like she spoke in a belittling manner at some points when she was talking about having a 9-to-5, which, you know, she could eat a dick, but it's not like she has a preference, bro. I'm saying though, people are talking about canceling this woman and ending her livelihood because she has a preference. That's like if a gay man come out and say, I don't like straight men. I don't like, you know, I don't like women. I only like men. Mm-hmm. Are we going to cancel him because he has a preference? Are we canceling every black celebrity who want a white woman? Are we canceling people?
Celebrities, but no.
Huh?
I said it would be out of celebrities. It would be like 4, but no. But,
you feel me? So like, they try to cancel her. Now, the one thing that I say do need some attention is that she was plagiarizing shit from small authors. That's not the move. She said it was like her public publishing team or something like that. I don't know all the intricacies in the situation, but that's not hot at all.
You know what I found hilarious about that?
Huh?
You know what I found funny about that?
What?
All people who came at her defense, it was Meek Mill. Who nearly lost his career for saying Drake plagiarized his entire career.
I rock with Meek, but yeah, that was a little backwards. But, and I did read some of the stuff that he was saying, and it was like,
I know he was basically saying how like why are we knocking black people down? Basically, why are black people?
Bro, I get that, and I totally got that. I totally got what he was saying, but in the same breath, I didn't like what he was saying or agree with it all the way because I feel like people are taking that. Why are we trying to tear black people down? Like, if somebody's doing something wrong, they're doing something wrong. Black, white, or indifferent, they're doing something wrong. You feel me? So if she's stealing work from other people, I'll give a fuck if you black or white or Puerto Rican or whatever. That's wrong. So like Meek was kind of like downplaying it, like, see, everybody got to finesse a little bit to get by. Like, what about the people that made this shit though? Like, we just finesse people out there work. Like, what if people were stealing Meek raps and they got off on it? Like, you feel me? Like, how does that sound? It's not right. But in terms of trying to cancel that woman for having a preference, that shit crazy. Like, I don't even believe in cancel culture though. People, how long has Kanye West been canceled? 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah.
Kanye drop an album, I guarantee you Kanye gonna go gold at least.
Kanye is still. I think Kanye's an interesting case study. I mean, it's crazy, but I think he genuinely believes in what he believes in.
I think he do.
For the most part, what he believes in is good. It's just that there's a disconnect somewhere from how he wants to get these things accomplished. Like let's say, he really, I genuinely believe he really cares about black people in this country. And then he would say something like George Bush don't care about black people, but then he would say something. Then people would say something like, he admires Donald Trump, not know what he means. We don't understand what he means. Like, we have to think about what he means by it. Like, when he said he admires Trump, he admires the idea of Donald Trump as someone who thinks the world in a certain way. He doesn't, like, you ask him about any of the qualities that he actually is, racist, whatever, he's going to say he doesn't rock with that, but he rocks with who Trump is. And to tell you the truth, that's why he won the election, because people trusted Trump more than every other person.
So you're basically saying he's unapologetically himself, basically, like he's just him through and through.
Like when he was saying the slavery was a choice. It was the same thing as the Bad Barbie thing. You know what he was saying, but the way he was saying it was dead wrong. Like, remember when she was like, when she hangs out with monkeys, she's gonna turn out white everyone. Basically, what he was saying was, basically what he was trying to say was, we outnumbered the white people. If we wanted to, we could have revolted like they did in Haiti. Therefore, he said slavery was a choice, but there was that whole psychological reason why we never felt the need to do that, because we were beat to death for everyone who tried to. So, like,
I feel like it's not fair to call it a choice, though. Like, I more than understand that like that perspective. I really do. But I feel like until you've been put in a position where you have been, like, generationally mentally broken, like, bro, imagine somebody running in your house, tying your family up. Your dad is like the man in your house, right? Imagine you as a child seeing somebody run in your house, tie your dad up, and fuck him. Like, they was doing that to people, bro. They would take the strongest, biggest man and fuck them in front of the other people. Like, if you can break somebody's mental, you essentially remove their choice. Like, perfect example of it, and I'm going in a fictional direction, but Game of Thrones, right? For anybody who hasn't seen it, you wilding out. What was old boy named Theon, right? That was his name, Theon Greyjoy.
Theon Greyjoy.
Ramsay beat him into submission to the point where he was shaping him up with a razor. He had it on his neck, and Ramsay was talking about how he cut his dick off, and he didn't cut his throat. Like, when you beat somebody into submission, bro, you own their brain now. Like, their choices are not their choices at that point. So I understand Kanye's spin on it, but you have to look at the reality and what that was for what it was, and how it's something like we've never seen it before. Like, we didn't have to live through that, bro. We have no idea the type of shit that they went through. Could you imagine seeing somebody get their dick and balls cut off and put in their mouth in front of you? You gonna want to fight back? I don't want to fight back. I don't want to do that. Like, it's a little different now. Like, we're aware now. We have some methods of protecting ourselves now. But at that point, they just got tossed into that fire like, oh, shit.
The guy who yelled at him for that, Van Lathan, I've been following him ever since. Like, that's my guy now.
The guy who yelled at Kanye at TMZ?
Yeah. Like he doesn't even work at TMZ anymore. He does his own thing now. Like, that's my guy. I flex with him. I'll even send you one of his podcast episodes if I see one I like. But whatchamacallit? Well, on a lighter note, wait, were we done? What were we talking about before that?
Cancel culture. I was just saying I don't really believe in this shit. Huh?
You done with that?
I guess so, yeah.
Okay, I'll do my share of what it is. I don't think people should be canceled, especially based off of old stuff. That shit pisses me off. Like when niggas are trying to get Kevin Hart out of here, I was like, bro, that was a long time.
They tried to cancel him more than once though. That's why I didn't understand it. Like he said sorry already. Like what you want him to do? But in the same breath though, I feel like a lot of people who are progressive now don't really feel like that. I feel like a lot of people who are progressive in the public eye, at least, some of them are like that because they have to be like that. Otherwise, their endorsements or whatever goes away because they're not moving with the climate of the world. So, older stuff, like for example, what's the quarterbacks for the Bills name? Josh Allen?
I think you're thinking about Jake Fromm.
No. Josh Allen on draft night. I heard about the Jake Fromm thing, but I'm talking about Josh Allen, the quarterback for the Bills. Before he got drafted, they found like a tweet that he put up in high school or some shit like that, and it was some racist or something like that. He felt like that then. He probably felt like that at college. Ain't nobody ever check him for it. Like, he ain't apologized. Then he probably still feel like that. Just like Nick Bosa, his brother probably feel like that too. But Nick Bosa he used to be on Twitter twigging, saying whatever he wanted to. They started seeing it when he started talking about getting drafted or whatever. But come on, bro. He been felt like that. He probably still feel like that. Like, I believe some people genuinely do change, but I don't think everybody is changing. For real.
They was trying to get James Gunn out here. I'm starting to learn is a very fucked up guy, but he makes good.
Who is James Gunn?
He made the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. The work that you're probably the most familiar with. He wrote the Scooby-Doo, the first Scooby-Doo movie, the first live-action movie.
I felt insulted.
You didn't see Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm sorry. My bad, bro.
The first Scooby-Doo movie, but that movie was supposed to be like a rated R movie.
Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, the first Scooby-Doo movie was supposed to be a rated R movie. It was supposed to be. I don't know if you remember when Daphne and Fred switched bodies, and it was like, I can look at myself naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a whole bunch of those jokes in there.
Wow.
But it was trying to cancel him because he made some kid rape jokes. Or kid sex jokes or whatever. Like, it was, like, the jokes were probably really bad. I never seen them, but I'm sure they were terrible. But, like, they were trying to get him out of here. Like, Disney even fired him. And they brought him back for Guardians 3. But, like, they did fire him.
Hold on, my grandfather just killed Sass with to burgers. Doing a podcast. I ain't gonna be too much longer though. Like 2. But what was I about to say? Yeah, like the dark humor. I don't know, bro. That's another thing I feel like we shouldn't necessarily be canceling people for. Like, you ever think about how it's so acceptable when it's in a cartoon? Like,
no.
South Park.
Hold on. This might spoil something for you. So I'm gonna try to tread lightly. So one of the last episodes of Rick and Morty of the season. I'm sure you haven't watched the second half of that, right? Okay, so I'm gonna try to tiptoe. So basically, people are trying to cancel Rick and Morty because they made a very unsavory 9/11 joke. Like, bro, I was like, I stopped it. I was like, bro, come on, bro, come on. Then they immediately followed that with a Pearl Harbor joke, and then just boom, and then like they were trying to get Rick and Morty out of here. That only lasted about a day, but like, yeah, you're trying to get Rick and Morty out of here.
So we're trying to get Rick and Morty out of here because they made a 9/11 joke, but South Park had Eric Cartman. Hold on.
I don't think South Park was free from that either, bro. South Park is trending for to cancel South Park.
You said South Park what?
South Park made a hashtag for itself called Cancel South Park. Like, they were
What I'm
ready.
saying, they're like, they would have canceled Rick and Morty because they made a 9/11 joke, but they had canceled South Park after
Right.
Eric Cartman. Eric Cartman dressed as Hitler and led an army through the streets. And in Family Guy, Peter said, what Peter say? He said, the war was about to end. He went to a black neighborhood and said nigga and came back with a king's crown, a cape, and a staff and was like, they made me king? Come on, bro. Like,
They made me king of black people.
they can't, yeah, king of the black people. This just sad shit, king of the black people. Like, come on, bro. We cancel the cartoons over stuff like that. Come on, son. But like as far as like the dark humor and stuff goes, usually it is more accepted in the cartoon. But it's like I feel like everybody behind closed doors got dark humor, so everybody be trying to cancel. I refuse to believe that there are people out there who have never
Like 13 Reasons Why. I know, right? Who actually like the show for a show and don't just laugh at Hannah Baker. I know, right?
I mean, I mean.
I'm sorry, your example, I just saw that there.
I feel it, bro. You just jumped though. I feel it though. But yeah, like dark humor. Like I feel like people be making all types of crazy jokes behind the scenes when they by themselves. Like everybody be making nutty jokes. So all of that, oh, they made a bad joke, let's cancel it. Like nah, bro. I feel like there is a point where it's taking it too far. Like if they're doing that shit all the time, or just wilding with it, or just bugging out. Like I'm talking full of bugging out. Like there's a breaking point, but. Somebody make a stupid joke, like I don't know, bro. I feel like people are too. The term canceling gets thrown around too loosely. Like, first of all, you can't cancel something. You can cancel people for yourself, but to cancel someone in totality, there are people out there. 6ix9ine was supposed to be canceled. He was supposed to be canceled.
There's only 3 cases of successful canceling.
R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby.
There you go.
That's it. And for something like that, you should be canceled and arrested. For you raping people, cancel and arrest. Dungeon, 1 million years dungeon, lemon grab time. Like, no, that's nah. I don't know. How does it work when people falsely accuse people of rape though? I feel like that. I don't know how that goes, but I feel like
as of right now, I think you're good. That's
ridiculous. If you falsely accuse somebody of raping somebody, the time that they were gonna get for doing the crime, you should get for lying about it. That's not cool.
Okay, so I think we're gonna wrap this up with fairly. Actually, no. Before I get into that last topic, I have one more topic for you. How do you feel about the PS5 and Spider-Man Miles Morales?
PS5 looks like it's gonna be fire. I feel like that shit is gonna be crazy. I'm a little upset that they're making it like damn near a rack, but I'm excited for it. And I never have ever got to play Is Miles Morales all Dominican or is he partially black?
He's black and his mom is Puerto Rican, I believe.
He's what?
His dad's black and his mom's Puerto Rican.
I thought he was Dominican.
One of those. I ever tell you about the time I'm pretty sure I lost a girl because I did that?
Called a Dominican girl Puerto Rican? I can imagine that. They be feeling like just it's like calling the like calling Jamaicans Haitians or yeah. I don't know why, but then they'll be rocking with it. But yeah, that's I feel like that's gonna be fire. I never got to use like Spider-Man before, bro. I'm excited for that. But the game that I really care about that I haven't heard anything about that's kind of breaking my heart. Don't disrespect me. Fuck that game. Fuck you, EA. EA, if you ever see this, fuck you guys. I fucking hate you guys.
Did you see the trailer for the new Madden game, by the way?
Bro, it dead looks like Madden 20 with you cannot reach for the pylon. Okay. That's the whole game now.
Okay. You were saying
they talk about what they
bro, I've never bro right now people who play Madden and All Lives Matter people are the same to me right now. They're the same, bro. No, my bad. Not the people who play it because it's only the one game you have a choice. People who make it and All Lives Matter people are the same to me.
Same people. Big facts. Like any YouTuber that I was watching that was doing Madden, I won't say I unsubscribed to all of them, but I unsubscribed to a lot of them. Like I don't want to support that game in any way, shape, or form, bro. I hate that game, and I hate the people who make it. Like, and they got the contract till 2026. You understand how heartbreaking that is? I
Yes.
swore 2K was about to creep in and take that. I swore they was about to creep in and take that.
Bro, I really hope nobody buys that shit, bro.
Yeah, bro, what were we talking about before we started going on a Madden rant?
Spider-Man, PS5.
My neighbor want to cut his fucking grass. He just trying to take care of their lawn, like,
right?
fuck.
Spider-Man PlayStation 5.
Oh, but yeah, I'm excited about it. But the game that I haven't heard about that I want to hear about is God of War. I don't care about nothing that's not God of War at all. That's the only game that I want to play is the new God of War.
Sure, bro. You want it now and not be the best it could be, or do you want to wait 2 years and that game is fucking amazing?
I will wait 2 lifetimes for that game.
Because whatchamacallit, I'm learning that Russian game developers do not give you anything, bro. You're gonna be mad. Technically, I paid about $90 for that last Pokemon game, and it's the most rushed piece of garbage I've ever played.
You've been gelling off that game since you got it. Is it really that bad?
Bro, I hate it. I bought the DLC for $30, and I was just like, okay, maybe they fixed it. I'm a Pokemon master, bro. Stop judging me. I bought the DLC. Thinking it'll make it better. All they basically did was give me Pokemon I want to use, because before I couldn't use like half of them. Now they gave me a few more, and then they just said here's a brand new one. Yeah, I finished it in 3 hours, bro.
You beat the whole game, the whole thing in 3 hours?
The whole DLC in 3 hours.
I mean, maybe it wasn't supposed to be more than 3 hours though.
Why am I paying $30 for it? It's $10 an hour.
You paid $10 an hour. I'm sorry that was so bad, bro.
And then because I was so bored in the last play in the playthrough before, all my Pokemon over leveled. It's not fun. Well, whatever. But yeah, like I said, you want to wait.
I love how people are trying to gel off the shape of the PlayStation 5, but the Xbox is a fridge, like it's a mini fridge.
I don't care about that no more.
I care, but somebody said
I think
like
Xbox
a router though. Somebody said it look like a router, and I can't unsee that shit.
I saw this one picture of it like it had Kaiba's head on top of it because it looked like Kaiba's All right, so boom. I have one more topic left, and it should last us the rest of this episode.
All right, what's up?
I'm realizing on social media, I'm seeing a huge. It makes me so happy. A huge surge of fandom of Avatar. And I'm just like, I'm glad this show's getting this power. So
you said a huge surge in fandom of Avatar.
Yeah, I'm forgetting how great this show is, and people keep like. I'm on Twitter and I see mad scenes from the show. I see mad jokes from the show, mad memes from the show. Like today, you know that meme where it'd be like you heard of Elf on the years.
You heard what?
Heard of that? Like
heard of what?
Meme would be like you heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now here's, and then it would be like whatever and it rhymes.
Yeah.
So the one I saw today was you heard on Elf on the Shelf, and now here's, and there was a picture of Appa with a gun.
Appa on the top of it.
But yeah, it's just things like that. It just make me happy to see. I love Avatar.
I saw one that said, hold on, I'm about to sit in my car because of these loud ass.
I love Avatar. I'm glad that it's getting this research flowers. Hopefully,
yeah.
I don't necessarily want a new series. Korra wasn't bad. I appreciate Korra, but I don't know, a movie at least.
A good one.
Bro, I think we're like, if we get a movie now, I think we're gonna be good because like the first one came out 2010 or something.
Something like that.
Like the people who watch that, what people who watch those movies are like. I mean, the people who made that movie was like adults who had to go watch it. Now, if someone had to make that movie, it would have to be someone who watched the show and like grew up to appreciate it so they could do the movie justice. Like that was the biggest Dragon Ball Evolution. You ever see Dragon Ball Evolution?
See what?
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Evolution, yeah.
Okay, so the biggest problem with that movie was that the people who made it, for some reason, never seen Dragon Ball. The people who acted in it never watched Dragon Ball. They barely talked to Akira Toriyama about it, and they just made a movie based off these characters.
I feel like honestly, it's certain shows that you can't do live action though, and I feel like Dragon Ball is one of them. I don't. It's too. The scale of power is too big for that to be live action. I feel like.
I disagree. I feel like as long as whoever's making the movie, everybody involved has to have some sort of love for. If you're making a movie like that, like Avatar, like Dragon Ball, if you want to make a good movie of those, you have to have somebody who has a genuine love for the series.
That's fair. I just feel like there's certain things that can't be replicated in a live action situation without it looking cheesy yet. Like I feel like they can do ill stuff, but like I don't know, bro. I would just have to see that done properly. Even the shapes of these characters, like Jiren, how are you going to shape him?
Don't make Jiren.
Huh?
You start easy. You start with Dragon Ball. Because there was an anime movie, an anime I've never seen, mind you, that according to Cole made a good movie. It was called Alita Battle Angel.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was apparently dope. It was based off of anime. It was true to the source. It was good. Apparently, whoever made it had love for the series. That's what I want. I just want someone who, because I'm learning some things. Because technically, I'm a film student. Technically, I don't consider myself to want to go down that path. But I'm in classes. I am learning different techniques and stuff. I just watched this YouTube video on Evil Dead. You know that movie?
What movie?
Evil Dead.
Skinny Dip?
Evil Dead.
Oh yeah. That movie's very weird to me.
Okay, the very first one. You know who directed it?
Quentin Tarantino, right?
No. Sam Raimi, the guy who made the first Spider-Man movies.
Where the fuck did I pull Quentin Tarantino from?
Yeah. But he made that movie basically with his friends and family. And like I think the budget for the movie was, I think they said $300,000. And like what he was able to do with that, I'm looking at this. This movie came out in '81. I was like, yo, this like the cinematography and all the effects and stuff. Like, yo, this is great. And like he really wanted to get across what he wanted to get across. If you have love and like whatever for these franchises and movies and stuff, like look at the Avengers. Like that's the kind of scale that you could get off Dragon Ball and Avatar type stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Endgame, like that kind of production value and that type of love and care. You can't see that being a final battle in an Avatar movie.
In an Avatar movie, yes. In a Dragon Ball movie, no.
I see what you're saying.
I feel like you can't even properly replicate the care. Like, how you gonna make Goku's hair without it looking nuts?
You're right. I've seen about 3 tries in live action to make Goku's hair look right.
Garbage.
You can't.
Piccolo. I feel like that's going to be hard to make that look good without it being like a CGI character. So
that's not true. They can make Thanos and all those Cretans. You can make a Piccolo.
We don't even know what Piccolo's skin texture looks like, though. Like, is he like?
You can make a Piccolo.
You said you feel like you could take a banana suit to look like Piccolo?
No. I said if you can make a Thanos, you can make a Piccolo.
Possibly. But just like the Saiyan hair, making the, because you're gonna have to change that mad times. Like you're gonna have to different forms. Like I don't see how it goes.
Okay, we're very off topic from where I wanted this to be. This is supposed to be a love letter to how much we love Avatar.
Right.
So I wanted to go through this little not interview, but basically a few questions about how much you love Avatar. So who's your favorite character in Avatar?
That's very hard for me to pick, bro. If I had to pick, I'd probably say Zuko.
Why?
I feel like he went through the most change, and I feel like Zuko had the most realistic personality to me, or at least the most relatable one. Like Zuko just didn't know what he wanted. He didn't really know what direction to go in. He just was living for other people, and he started changing that shit and got down with a whole different set. Like Philly started rocking with the Avatar. He understood the era that his father was creating, and I just felt like Zuko's growth and development was crazy.
I'm probably gonna have to agree with you. If not Zuko, Aang or Sokka for entirely different. Yeah, probably Aang. I'm probably have to say Aang.
No funny shit. Real quick, one of my favorite episodes of that show was the episode where Sokka had to build his sword. That shit was fire.
Word. I just saw this one clip. It was Zuko. Remember when they had to go to jail to try to bring out Sokka's dad?
Yes. Very vaguely.
So there was this one joke. Instead of finding Sokka's dad at first, he found Suki. So Zuko met up with Suki, and then they were like, Sokka was like, okay, Suki, this is Zuko, this is Suki, this is Suki, this is Zuko, Zuko, this is Suki. And he was like, Suki was like, actually, we've met. He was like, really? Yeah, you burnt down my village. Oh. Well, it's nice. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to say Zuko or Aang. Aang was a perfect, like, he did everything in that show. That show was funny. Aang was funny. That show was about great fades. Aang had great fades.
Great fade.
What did we call it? We went through a lot. We learned a lot of things through Aang because Aang was blinded because he was asleep for 100 years. Like everything we saw through Aang's eyes, and like we learned as he learned. We experienced things as he experienced things, and it's kind of a main character bias that I end up having with a lot of shows. Like I don't know, like
My Hero.
My Hero, yeah, that was exactly what I was gonna say. Like I love Deku probably because he was a main character, but whatchamacallit, Zuko is also a good answer because like character development and like Vegeta, right? If you asked me 10 years ago who my favorite Dragon Ball character is, I would have slapped you if you would have said Vegeta. Like I hated Vegeta. Throughout the show, I'm learning. I mean, throughout a rewatch of the show and like Super, Vegeta is now my favorite character because I now see how
the development.
And then like slight spoiler, but Endeavor is making a complete 100. Like Endeavor and My Hero, it's a complete like who is that guy? Like he's really like you saw the last episode, right?
Yeah.
You saw what he gave Todoroki's mom flowers.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, who is this guy?
That's facts. And it was from something he remembered from a date that they had like years ago too. It was something real specific that he gave her.
Yeah. That was
but a second close from my favorite character in Avatar is Iroh.
Where
Iroh had yeah, bro. Like Iroh pulled hard, bro. What brave soldier boy. Come on, bro. That shit was hitting me in the heart as a kid, son. To this day, I watch him sing "Brave Soldier Boy."
You said Zuko Brave. After Zuko betrayed him. Fuck Zuko,
bro. Fuck Zuko. That's what I'm saying. That duo of Uncle Iroh and Prince Zuko, bro. That shit was so fire throughout the whole show. That shit was so fire, son. That shit was so fire.
All right. If we're going seconds, I have to say Sokka, bro. I love Sokka, bro. That nigga funny, bro.
My man used to tote the boomerang. Sokka wasn't playing no games with these niggas,
and he
bro.
Pulled bitches, bro.
And he did pull the bitches. He fucked the moon. Sokka fucked the moon. He fucked the moon, bro. That's that Water Nation dick.
What was your favorite chapter?
I don't remember how the chapters are broken up.
Water, Earth, and Fire. When Aang was trying to learn water, and when Aang was trying to learn Earth, and Fire is when they went into the Fire Kingdom.
I believe it was Earth, probably.
Earth was when there was in Boston, so. And
That's
when
where he met Boomy, and then he met Toph.
they met him in water, but they went back for Boomy, and then they met Toph, and then all that good stuff.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite one.
Mine's is fire because like the turn up that they had in that was like every 3 episodes was something great that happened. So yeah, I like the Zuko episodes when everybody had their own spare quest with Zuko. Those are great. That's when we saw the Zuko we all fell in love with.
Right.
That's our final fade, which yeah.
That shit was hard.
Ozai and A. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
That shit was hard. That shit
I'll
was
definitely
hard,
say
bro.
my favorite was Water. That's tough to
That was
say.
the first. No, I was about to say that was the first time we saw the Avatar stay right, but of course it is. That's the first chapter.
Yeah.
2 things in that show that really hit me hard was when Aang lost Appa. Oh my god, bro! I used to not even like watching the show when he was looking for that nigga. Bro, I was about to cry when they took Appa, son.
I'm gonna take away all the meaning of what you just said. Remember when Sokka got on the cactus juices?
He was smacked. Sokka was smacked, bro. His pupils dilated and everything, bro. It was coke in that. There was coke in that. Sokka was smacked. The scariest episode of that show that I seen though was the Bloodbender episode. That shit kind of like scared me.
Yeah. What's your favorite? Well, your hands down favorite moment in the show?
My hands down favorite moment of the show.
Yes.
I'm in this car playing like a slave. You got to come back to me for that, bro. There's a lot of moments in that show that I really like.
My favorite, I think, is when. My bad. My favorite show, the favorite thing in that show is when Zuko fires Zula.
I like that. That shit was mean. But there was like when the Blue Spirit broke the Avatar out of prison, fire. When they finally got rid of Sparky Boom Man, fire. Like it was fire all over. That show is just hard. Like I really can't pick up one specific scene.
So I have one problem with Sokka versus Katara. My bad. Sokka versus Azula, and it was actually Katara. Katara got in the way she ruined a great Agni Kai, bro. They were shooting their fade, and then like what you call it? Technically, she did something dirty, and then Katara was just like, "Yo, okay, I'll help you or whatever." And then I don't know, bro. But,
Azula always lies. Azula always lies.
Yeah, she does. If you had a choice for what element you would want to be, what element would you want?
Air.
Really?
Air or water?
Really?
I feel like they're the most versatile.
Okay. I feel water is probably the last one I'm thinking.
Why?
Huh? I don't know.
Why?
Water. Okay. I don't know. I feel like it's basic a little bit. But
think about how much of the earth is water and how much of a human is water.
Well, I'm not trying to bloodbend people. To be
I'm
honest,
saying though,
my answer is definitely Earth. Earth kind of beats all.
Does Earth really beat air though?
You can blow away a rock, a really big rock.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Like I'm faster than you. I could create I could run to your neighborhood, make a hurricane, and bounce before you ever have a chance to
flip
stop
your
it.
neighborhood.
I can also flip your neighborhood.
You could flip my house. I can literally take the earth underneath your neighborhood and flip it.
Bro, I could clear your block. Like you can flip the earth in the neighborhood, but you got to stand to that motherfucker too. I can just run through and swing my shit and flip your block. Like all the houses of your shit will go flying to the next county. I could run and make a tornado, bro. I could run up walls and shit, bro. Like, if I put you in a metal room and let you, like, type time, you're a bitch.
Word.
My shit works with water and everything. Like, I don't have to walk, nigga.
All right, you want to go to jail now?
Go to jail?
Yeah. You know what my next question is?
What?
Who's the baddest girl on the show?
Come on with that shit, man.
Who does?
Azula.
Yes?
Nah, the Moon Spirit was probably the meanest one. I don't know.
I was going to say, Azula is definitely hands down for me.
Because she's crazy.
Yeah, it's hot.
Of course. Of course it is, bro. Of course it is.
She was just good at everything. You don't think she's good at everything?
LJ, boy, you got bars, boy. I tell you. You need to be a rapper, LJ, for real. Because sometimes, bro, you just be hitting me with some shit. I'd be like, wow, that is right, bro. She was good at everything. She was
I was
good at
surprised
everything.
you didn't say Ty Lee.
Who?
Ty Lee.
I don't remember her.
The circus girl. Chakra points.
Facts. And she was stupid.
Yeah, that's hot.
Facts.
That's hot.
That's hot. That shit is hot.
Because she's stupid. She don't know right from wrong.
That shit is as hot as this car.
She'll hit you in your dick and that shit'll never work again.
That is horrifying. I do not want that. She used to do a cartwheel behind people, hit them in their back 4 times, and they were finished with the fight, bro. Didn't Azula have another friend that like threw ninja stars at people?
Yeah, that was Zuko's girl.
She was also hot.
Okay. I might need a rewatch, but I don't know. I need a new show to watch anyway. I just went through a whole anime binge. I watched another basketball show. I watched Promise Neverland, Cap Warner. I recommend you guys watch that.
Promise Neverland?
Yeah.
Is it on Netflix or Hulu?
Might be on Netflix. I think it's on Hulu.
What's the premise of it?
I don't want
If
to
it's
say
fighting robots, I'm not watching it.
No, it's not fighting robot. But you should watch Gurren Lagann. I don't care if there's fighting robots, bro. That show is just fire. But it's one of those shows that you can't say anything about, or you ruin the show.
Oh, okay.
Whatchamacallit? Basically what I can say is it's 3 orphans. They're trying to not be orphans anymore. Let's just say that.
Okay.
I will say that. They live at 3 orphans, they live out orphanage, and they don't want that. Yeah, there you go. Here's an accurate depiction.
3 orphans that don't want to be orphans no more.
Yeah, they really don't want to live at that orphanage anymore.
So people get whacked in the orphanage, basically. They started subtracting. Okay.
Okay. So, hold on. I'll see. I'll check out if it's on Hulu for you right now, and then we can wrap this up. Say your goodbyes. Say your goodbyes. Wrap this up.
Yeah, guys, this has been... What are we now? Are we still undecided?
Still undecided.
I'm undecided about that.
Never stop being undecided.
This has been... Huh?
Never stop being undecided. There's a lot of editing that needs to be done in this episode. This episode's probably not coming out until about Tuesday. But, hey, we appreciate y'all. It is on Hulu, by the way. Yeah. Love y'all. Wash your hands. Re-enter the work.
Wash your hands, wash your mouth, wash your ass.
Re-enter the workforce safely, like I am. I don't want to go back to work. And catch y'all later.
Yeah, I'm a minister.